Okay,
My name is Mrs. Jones, and it's my understanding that you're here today.
because I have to be.
What do you mean because you have to?
I wouldn't be here if that stupid judge didn't put counseling as a part of one of my probations.
Why are you on probation?
Well, I've been getting into a lot of fights, and the judge says I have a bad temper.
Why do you have a bad temper?
What temper? I don't have one. The judge doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, why do you think the judge says you have a temper?
Because I've been in a lot of fights.
Why is that?
I don't know. I have a lot of things going on right now.
What kind of things do you have going on?
Well, first of all, I'm failing most of my classes. They want to kick me off my football team. My parents are going through a divorce, and I want to live with my dad.
Well, have you expressed this to your mother?
Yes, but she doesn't care.
Why do you think she doesn't care?
She says that every time I tell her that I want to live with him.
Have you actually said and told her this, or have you actually yelled it in the heat of an argument or when you're upset?
Well, we don't talk much unless we're arguing, so I guess not.
What about your dad? Have you told him how you feel?
Kind of.
What do you mean, kind of?
When he took me to the movies, I told him I wish I could live with him.
Well, did he respond?
All he said was, I know, kiddo. My parents and I don't talk much. I'm usually getting yelled at for fighting or failing grades.
Well, it sounds like you haven't actually had a real conversation with either parent. Let's talk about a few other things, and before we end our session today, I'll be sure to give you some techniques that can help you with better interaction with your parents. How does that sound?
Okay.
Great. Tell me about your failing classes. What do you consider failing?
Well, I say an F, but my parents say a D is failing because colleges won't look at you with those grades.
Oh, you want to go to college?
I would like to go play football, but my grades and my attitude must get better.
Well, that's true. They have to be better whether you want to play high school or college football. Tell me a little bit about your classes. How many classes do you have, and what are your grades?
I have 7 classes, but one counts as my football, which will be counted if I don't get my grades together. I have 2 Fs, 2 Ds, 2 Cs, and 1 B.
Why do you think you're failing your classes?
To be honest, I'm just not doing my homework assignments. I don't have time. I don't remember everything I'm supposed to get done for each class. I mean, I love football, but it's just too much.
Well, what's too much, Marquise?
Trying to remember everything.
What if you had a student planner to write things down? Do you think that would help?
I write things down on Post-it notes, but they get lost all the time.
I imagine you have a lot of post-it notes to write down for all these classes.
I know it gets to be too much, so I just don't do it. I hope to remember what I'm supposed to do.
Marquise, take a look at the student planner.
What's a student planner?
It's basically a notebook that has enough room for you to keep track of your assignments in all of your classes.
In one book?
Yes, as you can see, this is a 2016-2017 book. It has each month broken down by each day with its own column. It also has a column for you to put the subject and or your teacher name in order for you to keep track. Let me show you how it works. Tell me, what classes do you have?
I have an English class,
English,
a math class,
math,
a science class,
science,
social studies,
social studies,
my Spanish class,
Spanish,
history, and my football, my PE for football.
history, and football. Great. Now, each day, your teacher gives you an assignment. You can write it down in this column and just cross it out when you're completed. This way, you'll be sure to get your work done and improve your grades.
That's pretty cool. I can do that.
Great. This will help you stay caught up with your assignments in all of your classes.
Thanks.
No problem. Let's talk a little bit about your temper and fighting. Is that what got you on probation?
Yes, and now that I'm on probation, I have to stay out of trouble or go to juvenile.
Well, do you have a plan to stay out of juvenile?
No, my mom says I should ignore people and walk away, but I don't want to seem like a punk.
Well, what do you think is more important? You going to juvenile or being perceived as what you call a punk?
Well, I don't want to go to juvie, but it's easier said than done to walk away from things.
Perhaps, but this is something that you must do in order to stay out of trouble. Have you ever used breathing exercises to calm you down?
No, I never heard of a breathing exercise. What's that?
Well, it's just really one of many tools that people with anger problems use to help calm themselves down. Are you interested in learning more about it?
Yes, what am I supposed to do? I'm interested.
That's a great question. According to the questionnaire that you completed when in the waiting room, you'll be here for the next couple of months. We'll develop some techniques that you can use in order to help regulate your behavior. It'll be a self-regulation. I will teach you about zones of regulations.
Like I said before, I'm interested if it will keep me and my temper under control and help keep from going to juvenile.
I'm glad to hear that, Marquise. Take a look at this. Green zone, red zone, yellow zone, blue zone. In the blue zone, it's where you are being sad, don't want to work, you may be sick. In the green zone is this goal that we are trying to get. That's when you're ready to learn, you're ready to talk to people, you're ready to give respect. And actually, this is the zone we want to get you that you have for your parents.
I kind of like this. It's putting all my emotions in different categories.
Exactly. But you have to understand your own perspective of each category in order to get a full understanding of the concept.
How do I do that?
Well, I'm happy you asked that too. I have some exercises here that will give you a better understanding of what, on your viewpoint. As you see here, it says understanding different perspectives. The red zone. You will complete what other kids may feel if you were in the red zone. What would you consider if you were in class and your classmate was around you when you were in the red zone? What would you think they thought? Another one, other kids might be thinking. That one as well. Another one, other kids might say. So, with that, this will help give you a better understanding. Let this be the first thing that you write down in your planner. How does that sound?
Sounds good. Write assignments in a planner. Thanks, Ms. Jones. I can't believe I enjoyed this counseling session.
No problem, Marquise. But just remember, some of these techniques will help you while preparing to talk with your parents. And the goal is to be in the green zone. I'll see you next time.
Yes, ma'am. We'll see you again. Thanks for all your help.